Maybe you good? So, just how things going? Give us kind of an update on where things stand with the career right now.
Things are going really, really good right now. I don't know if you guys have been following, but I'm doing a youth program with the Las Vegas Metro where we go into schools and, kind of teach different core values like respect, things like that. Not just teach them things like respect, but telling them why it's important to be respectful, in order to build on their brand and their legacy and stuff like that. So that's how things are going. And I also have my own podcast called Wagwan, with Ode Osbourne. And I'm fighting August 5th, which I'm excited about, on the Sanhagen Nurmagomedov card. That's going to be a banger. Tennessee, Nashville. I've never been to Nashville, so,
What do you make of that manifest? A lot of people are surprised that Warren taken. We want him to be the boogeyman.
Yeah, but it also tells me that Corey Sandhagen is not afraid of anybody because it's not like it used to be where you want to fight the best. Now guys are looking to fight people that they know they can kind of get easier fights and build a record. You know what I mean? So I'm actually very honored that Corey took that fight because that tells me a lot about him as a person.
You know what you're fighting on the card?
Yes, his name is Asu Almabayev, 17-2, Kazakhstan.
When fans hear someone 17-2 Kazakhstan, they usually go, it's gonna be a rough night.
Yeah.
So what do you make of this game?
They usually do, but I will tell you this, man. Anyone who's ever fought Ode Osbourne, they know that Ode Osbourne on a full camp cannot be beaten. Every fight I've lost in the UFC has been short notice fights that I've taken because, I had to because of money issues and things like that. I fought Manil Kopp on short notice. I fought Tyson Nam on short notice. All those fights were 2-week notice fights, you know what I mean? Every fight I've had with a full camp, I destroy. My background was wrestling. So people think that he's gonna come in and wrestle me. I've only been taken down once in the UFC octagon. So I'm definitely, looking forward to show the people what Ode Osbourne can do.
The names you rattled off, those are the best of the best.
Yeah. Yep.
Tyson Nam is more fights than most gets hired.
Yeah.
Do you think you kind of underappreciated?
Yeah, I mean, my resume speaks for itself. Tyson Nam, CJ Vergara, Brian Kelleher, Manil Kopp. My resume is extensive, and I just like Cody Sandhagen. I'm one to never turn down a fight, and the UFC loves that. You know what I mean? Because what's the point of being here if you don't want to fight the best people? I believe in myself, and so I'm gonna go out and always put on a show for the people.
I have to ask, since obviously Rory Robbie is getting a bunch of love.
Yes. Oh man, all of them, every one of them, all of them, man. And not just that, but all the people that's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, they've all put on amazing fights. Like look at Forrest Griffin, all his fights. Forrest Griffin was one of those guys that, win, lose, or draw, Forrest is coming to bang. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of the ones who I'm really excited to see because, he leads the legacy and he still produces at the Performance Institute. He's there giving everybody all of him, you know what I mean? So we all love Forrest Griffin.
Did you say you had a foundation?
I'm sorry?
Did you say you had a foundation? You were working on a foundation?
Oh yeah, so a youth program. I do a youth program with the Las Vegas Metro Police. It's a youth program that we do where we go into schools in the inner city and kind of just talk to the kids and mentor them and every week giving them a different core value. So 1 week we teach them about respect and not just tell them you need to be respectful, but tell them why it is you need to be respectful. If you want to own a business, you got to be respectful to your customers. You know what I'm saying? Why do you need to be disciplined? Telling them small tasks like making their bed. It's not about making your bed, it's about building the discipline. So things like that. I was a teacher for 6 years, so, moving to Las Vegas, I'm not teaching anymore, but I still want to be able to give back somehow because God just didn't give me these abilities to make a lot of money and be famous for no reason. I have to be able to use it somehow to shape, the society or the culture, and that's what I'm doing.
How gratifying has that been, and have you seen any piece of feedback from the young kids that's just really sort of moved you?
It's really gratifying because, when you get a win in the octagon, you get your hand raised, it doesn't really do anything for you. I mean, it builds my ego, my head gets big, I get some money in my bank account, but there's nothing better than, when you see a student evolve from being, getting calls at home to their teachers saying, oh man, the student is really improving so much in their class. So that's really, that's more gratifying for me than getting a W, you know what I mean? It's a different kind of a feeling. It's a feeling that is untapped because really, this is just the flesh. We're spiritual beings, you know what I mean? So we gotta do things that feed our spiritual souls. Of course, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Yeah, no problem.